We live again?
We are live now.
Okay.
Alright.
Alfredo leaving in the scene that we're back live. Welcome, guys.
We had to go
the
anyway.
session where we're not including them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Specifically, it's Alfredo. We adore the guy, but he's British, so what can you do?
he's British. What can you do? Elaborate.
This is some next level of discrimination. I cannot subscribe.
I can't listen. It's the sun that's discriminating.
You know what? The British would agree. The sun do be discriminating on them.
As Cyrus kind of crosses the corner and walks into the room, like from the momentum he's walking, Vale will step out of the shadow and almost like kneel in front of Remnant, just be like, "Okay, how are you?"
Wait, Tiger would have since the y'all would have been in the room still. Whoa.
Oh wait, you wanted to be talking before?
Yeah, when she shattered the glass.
Everyone in here would have heard that glass shatter too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Tiger will be at her side immediately. But what's going on? Are you okay? Fuck that. Careful, I'm gonna take the pieces out.
Oh yeah, because that's happening while they're still in there. She can't hear or see Tiger.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, here, see Tiger.
Oh fuck. She's no reaction. Just
She'd react to being touched, but I think she'd recognize Tiger's touch.
You would touch her shoulder. Like concerned squeeze of the shoulder. Does she know Morse code?
I don't have it written down anywhere. I don't. Could she know Morse code, Sam? She knows computers.
Sam is muted.
Sam is
God
muted.
damn it! I don't know.
I feel like no is the safer answer.
It's fine. He'll try tap on her and be like hey on her hand, but whenever, or not her hand, on her shoulder. But when she doesn't respond still, he's gonna take it, trail his hand down her arm to the injury and tap her hand where she isn't hurt to indicate he's gonna start helping with that.
Morse
And look
code
for any
and
kind of
sign
reaction.
language are a language of their own. You would have to pick it up. What's your background, Remnant? It's
Inheritor.
Inheritor.
I almost went with haunted one.
Code.
Aside, my background is soldier. Can I know Morse code?
Yeah, I was gonna say people who have the soldier background or the pilot background would have Morse code.
We take
But
those.
I'm gonna say Remnant does not.
Okay, that's fine then. As what I've said.
She wouldn't react negatively to that. She'd let him.
Okay, then while he waits for her to respond, he's gonna help patch her up in the meantime as best as he can. Concerned TM.
I don't think she'd respond.
Yeah,
literally until the conversation is over. That's fine. Okay, then that's just set it at the scene. That's what happened.
All right. In that case, then once they
Alright,
leave
now you can go in.
Vale will literally slide out of the shadow to Ren and be like, "Are you okay?"
I guess when that whole conversation's over, she can snap out of seeing and hearing through Lestat. She'll look at her hand and look at Tiger.
Good. What happened? If it needs to be private, you can just text me or something.
I don't want to be in this room right now.
Wait, before I walk.
She's gonna get up.
Okay.
Vale will follow as well.
Assuming like you just like look at Temple like, can we walk around for a bit? Assuming we'll get
God
permission
damn
to
it.
go wander.
You
Do you want to walk
motherfuckers.
outside?
Stop
or the
asking me
bar?
shit! I'm busy!
I'm
What did you ask?
sorry. Can we walk
What was-
around a bit? Like literally.
Yes, just stay within the area. Be, watch a 6. You're good. Everyone can move abouts.
Let's just go to the alley.
Okay.
I need air. Ironically.
Vale does not laugh. Wait till
Make
laugh.
his way back there with her. I'm too zoomed in.
The van's fucking health bar scared me.
I know, but Jesus. What are we about to face?
Did you?
What
should-
happened? What's going on?
You should text him. Find out where he is.
I'll fucking try.
Who? What is happening?
Okay, so fun thing. We got the information about where Hell's Pastor is. We discovered that he's targeting Hammer of the Red, aka Mistwalker.
Oh. Could Tiger look up through the HUD where Easy is or potentially? Because he's still technically a part of their group chat.
We'll wait.
I keep asking Sam questions.
Yeah, people keep asking me questions. I guess I'll just be here. You find out. You were trying to find Mistwalker?
I was just asking, like, because Tiger's still part of the Easy Squad
Yes,
Like,
he's still part of the Easy Squad.
HUD system.
Yeah.
Would he know where they're at?
I mean, you wouldn't know where Mistwalker's at, but you could ping him. Oh, actually, no, I lie. Because you are in their network, you would be able to track his HUD.
Where is this man?
Remnant's still gonna text him anyway.
I mean, by all means, I just. Where is this
He
man?
is back at the apartments.
He's at the apartments.
Alright. In that case, make sure you have-
She's texting him just in case that's a lie.
he fully could have left the HUD behind.
Oh, so true.
Text them. Minute, 2 minutes. No response.
No
There's no
response.
Does
text
not like
Shugo.
that.
Where is Mistwalker at this moment?
Shugo answers. Agent Mistwalker is back at the apartments.
Why?
what time
Question mark.
Wait, what time is it?
Said, what time is it?
Yeah.
Should be, say 7 p.m.
This nigga's asleep!
He doesn't need the sleep.
Lattery's busy recording TikToks.
Why do you need Agent Mistwalker?
Sorry. He's gonna look to them both. Should I tell Sugar that he's in danger? Mistwalker, I
Remnant's
mean.
gonna try to call Mistwalker. She
I leave that up to your discretion, Tiger.
Rings, it rings. and
Text
no one
Templar.
answers.
He's gonna text Templar.
Remnant looks too stressed to answer right now.
Text Templar what?
Mr. Walker is back at the apartments. She wouldn't have been knowledgeable about that conversation at all, would she?
Yeah, Templar doesn't know what's
She,
going on.
he is Hellpasser's next target,
Fuck.
and he's not answering his phone.
Fuck. Of course.
Should I inform Shugo as well?
Contacting Shugo now. The line just extends open. Shugo. Agent Mistwalker is being threatened by one of the syndicate heads, likely a bounty hunter and assassin. How come? Understood. Contacting Mistwalker.
This fucker's phone going crazy.
Man's in the shower, like, what the fuck?
He can't the bath.
You can't shower.
Raven, what's his HUD? Mistwalker left his HUD in his room, exited out, was tracking, no longer tracking. Raven, find Mistwalker. Yes, sir.
Hate this.
Templar,
We're gonna find him.
if there is an assassin coming after a member of my team, let me handle this. I'll scrap up easy. We have no mission currently. We'll find. Copy that, Shugo, but my team has a lead on the assassin. We're going to pursue both targets. You find Mistwalker, we'll see if we can find the assassin before he sprouts. Understood. Line cuts.
She looks at Vale.
You're free now.
You need to rest for now. Just an hour. Then we can go.
And what if that's too long?
Easy's working on it. No
Do you
capable.
trust it? Do you trust Easy?
He's got Raven of all people.
And do you trust his own ability to survive?
She sighs. Yes.
Then rest an hour so that we all can help you to the best of our abilities. Okay?
She nods. I want to try something.
What
What do you want to try?
Divination.
Ooh.
Crying?
Well, I don't know. I don't got scrying.
That's not on the cleric spell list, I swear. It is on the cleric spell list. It's bard spell list.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know it's on my shit.
I don't have scrying,
But you could.
but I could.
I mean, it's 5th level, brother. Like,
Man,
It's
I don't
third
know.
level. What?
scrying?
No,
Oh, it is 5th
no.
level. My fault.
Do you mean clear
Try
I
to
eyes?
see.
I mixed it up with sending. That's what I mixed it up with.
Oh,
Sending. I send. I do have sending.
You can send
Where are
that,
you?
man. Listen here, bitch. Where the fuck are you?
Pick up your
Answer
goddamn
your
phone.
So I left my phone at home. I don't want Raven tracking me. The fuck?
Oh, I do have clairvoyance too. No, no,
what is- What's Roman's like body language right now?
Tense. The kind of subtly shaky panic. It's the kind of deer in headlights you get when, like, you know, or you feel like you're in trouble with something, even though it's like when it's gonna be stupid. It's like when you're in trouble for something and someone asks you, like, did you do this? And you say no because you didn't do it, but they immediately say you're lying and you don't know what the fuck to answer after that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like that.
Gotcha.
But we'll kind of move to, and then if you like resist it, he'll stop, but he'll like kind of like start rubbing your back comfortingly.
Yeah, I was about to say Tiger might ask. Well, I say might. He's gonna ask if she wants a hug.
She'll agree to that. I'm just trying to, like, read my shit.
You're good. He will hug her.
Because there's a burning question in her brain she needs an answer to. A few, but, you know.
As it
Okay.
goes.
Can we do one? Maybe. Sam, can I use divination
Ooh.
as a ritual?
Mm.
He is away again.
It's fine. I can wait.
I'm back.
He is
Divination. Magic. Operate contact with a god or god's servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity occurred in within 7 days. What do you ask? Who do you ask?
I don't really know who to ask. I don't know if Hell would know or if Hell can find out somehow. Shit. Maybe Loki? That feels fitting.
Funny.
I don't know if it's something that can be answered by the way divination is written. But it's been on. What?
Like, what do you communicate? What you want to try to us?
She does not know how to explain how she's doing this. She just needs to ask a question.
Ask who a question?
I'm about to find out.
Cryptid.
But oh my god. Would this be able to get me an answer on if Hell's pastor is in fact my brother?
You're asking Loki, right?
Yeah, he seems the most fitting.
You're asking him.
Had the most.
Repeat your question one more time.
Is Hell's pastor my brother?
Casting 4th level spell, Divination. Send out this question through your blood. Feel something appear before you. A tall, lanky man, roughly 8.5 feet tall, squats down in front of you, reach you at eye level. All you see is white hollow eyes, his entire body a black silhouette with horns, and a giant Cheshire grin filled with red blood, and then black staining his lips.
Do we also see that shit?
Only Remnant season.
Okay.
We're not horrified.
Princess. Perhaps you are not alone in your bloodline. Not as alone as you thought. A pastor? No. Hell has no pastor. Hell only has a princess. But the princess can be usurped by a prince. You know this prince, and this prince knows you. Though perhaps you don't know what the prince is, and he does not know the princess. That is the answer you get?
Shit, y'all.
This is wild.
Sounded like a fucking yes to me. I don't know.
Yup.
Us not hearing anything, but also rubbing your back.
Yeah, the hugs don't stop until she
Yeah.
asks.
Curiosity, did Cyrus hear that?
Cyrus did hear that.
Oh!
Oh my
That's
goodness.
You would see Loki as he's kind of just like feet up on the table, rocking the chair back and forth, balancing on the two back legs of the chair. He just sits up, stands up, looks to you with a smirk, and then walks out. And as soon as he steps through the door, he disappears and appears in front of Remnant.
He's like, oh yeah,
So
I got this work call. Give me a sec.
Yeah, he's like, hold on, I gotta take a phone call.
Literally.
I was gonna use this to ask if the usurper was her mother too.
We'll get to that.
It's a little more dangerous doing this like twice in a row, though.
We got time for that one later.
Can just ask tomorrow.
When Loki
yeah.
comes back, Cyrus is gonna be like, yo, what the fuck did that mean, bro?
Did you get an
He
answer to
shrugs.
your question?
He's just like me.
I think even though that answer was still relatively vague, it still doesn't like bode well for her. God, I don't know. She just starts breaking down.
Oh, the
Oh,
tug.
I think she
the
just
hug
starts
tightens. Tiger hold. Bear hug.
I don't think she
Tiger
can
hug.
stand.
Nah, when she starts crying, Bill also be hugging. Cause like, what the fuck? What happened? What did you ask? Hey. Cordelia, what happened?
I think I need to be alone for a little bit.
Are you certain?
She nods. I won't go anywhere.
Okay. We are not far, and you know how to reach us.
Tiger is reluctant. Pull away, seeing her distress. But he will.
I know.
Just in
I know.
case. Hold out your hand.
She'll hold out her hand.
He'll tap it, and a marking will appear on your hand. I can be there in an instant. Then he'll walk with Tiger, I guess.
Oh. Walk / gesture for Tiger to go.
Yeah, like Tiger, let's... Yes.
Let me know if you need anything.
I will. I'm gonna sit in the van for a little bit.
Nods to her. Then glances over at Mint.
Yeah, walking.
Push him
On the way out, just sees Mint there. So like, huh?
At some point, Mint managed to pull herself away from Estella and was sitting there watching Tiger as if waiting to talk to him and supervising the event.
Supervise the event?
Yeah, she wanted to make sure everything went okay.
Tiger will just gesture with his head inside.
Yeah, they're gonna open the door, look at Mint confused, and then walk inside.
Remit's gonna ask Sebastian if the van is open. And if
The
not, could he
van-
open it for her?
The van is open. Your HUD will let you inside. I need to step away for 30 minutes, so anything y'all need from me
No
right
more
now,
question.
and going once.
I guess I won't.
She wants the radio working. Por favor.
Of course, whatever you need, princess. Going twice.
I'm good.
I'll be back in 30.
Bye, fun.
Does Tiger step aside with Mint?
Yeah.
She examines him, tilting her head. She doesn't immediately speak to him.
He looks at her behavior and crosses his arms and leans against the wall. What's up?
How's your psychosis doing?
He squints at her. I don't have that. I'm fine.
Ah, good. Have you been coping with the trauma recently well?
Not trauma.
She squints. I heard the event with Shugo was quite dramatic.
Okay.
Are you okay?
He nods. I think I've proven I'm pretty capable.
I agree. But I also have been worried about you.
Why?
Well, I helped recover you, and I'm quite fond of your father's work. I get worried that sometimes at points you'll be damaged in a poor way.
He tilts his head at her.
She's looking at him she just looks inquisitive.
Why have you been watching me?
What did he say?
Why have you been watching me?
She thinks for a moment. I find you fascinating.
How so?
The way you work is beautiful. You're a work of art.
Thank you.
She smiles. And you also have what seems to be a soul. I think it's impressive what your father's done.
He glances around the room, and Sam's gone, so I can't ask him any questions. This is tragic, but I'm assuming this place is definitely fucking bugged all high hell.
I think it's a very safe assumption
It's a
to have.
very safe assumption, and Tiger pings off of shit like a fucking radio.
Mint reaches into her pocket and leans something forward. She's holding like a tiny little chip.
What's that? Is that
Shut up.
his attention? He like it was initially kind of a bit standoffish because he's like, why is this woman staring at me? But like the offer of the chip does like give him a bit of curiosity, and he's just like, you can't help but like lean forward and look at it.
Basically, it's just a magic item. It's like a chip. Like, I don't think it requires attunement. Sen didn't tell me. She said, This allows communication between us at long distances. And silently, if you don't want to speak out loud.
He looks it over. Can you post what this is by chance?
Sam didn't give me a thing for it. He said it's a sending stone, is what he told me.
It's a sending stone in the form of a chip?
Yeah.
So does it work once like a sending stone, or does it continue?
He said it's like
The
just
sending
something that
stone
can use.
doesn't work once.
I mean, it's like one way, as in like one way, and then that's all you can do for 24 hours. That's like how a normal sending stone works.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd imagine like so Mint's also a Bion. She could just like talk to him in his head without them actually speaking to each other.
We'd have to be connected for that,
Really? Is that how
first
it
of
works?
all. Yes!
Interesting.
Absolutely!
Alright, we couldn't just like make a Discord call in our heads and then just like connect to it
Sam
virtually?
is typing right now. He has answered
It's awesome.
Where is he saying this?
in satellite
Nowhere.
tongue.
Nowhere. He's probably yelling at us because we're asking more questions.
And
Fuck did I tell y'all?
your sending stone is 3 charges, and it has the message cantrip to anything electronic.
Oh. Yeah, she'll just point at him and cast message. Alright, but I guess it's a shared
I just plug it in, yeah. I just put it in.
And
And your father tell you not to put
Enter.
a chip in your head.
Yeah, I keep doing that. Not ended well for me, so let's hope this isn't one of those.
Double haunted unlocked.
Woo!
as they talk over sending instead, she's
Starts
gonna
playing
say,
Minecraft at the same time. You can't help it. Sorry, fidgeting.
is there anything he was trying to say that he couldn't say before? No?
Well, now that they're in fucking Discord, in their
Discord
heads.
private call.
He's gonna be like, I'd beware about mentioning my dad around here.
She glances around. Says, "Is this place not secure?"
It's a syndicate club. What do you think?
She thinks for a moment and says, "Suppose I should have realized that."
You're too busy watching me, I guess.
Uh,
Is that gonna keep happening?
No. I was just thinking, looking for a time to give you this and talk to you privately.
Okay, what do you want to talk privately about?
I wanted to know how your mental state was.
I'm doing good.
She nods. Do you feel
And like
threat?
before he was like tense about it, like mind you, like he was definitely very like reserved. He's more genuine now.
How do you
the
feel?
second time entering.
How do you feel about Templar?
Great. She's my master. I'm learning a lot from her. She's a great commander.
Do you feel like she's safe to be around?
Yeah. For me
Do you feel like-
especially.
Do you feel like she would hurt you or anybody on the team?
No, I don't. Why are you asking these questions?
She squints a little. I'm just a little concerned. I don't trust the Meatsars, and I
Why?
don't trust Templar particularly.
Why?
I'll just say the things I've seen from her have not been very good. But I'm willing
Such
to.
as?
The time she pulled that individual off this skyscraper unnecessarily. I'm not a big fan of killing civilians.
Okay.
And the things I've heard otherwise have been alarming, so I wanted to ask a member of their team. Especially
Well,
you,
as
who
her
seems
second-
closest.
And her Padawan. I can assure you, You are safe when you're on her team.
Good. She... Is there any questions you had for me?
How have you been holding up since the last time I saw you when we initially got Psycho, I guess?
She smiles. I've been talking a lot with your father. I'm trying to She tilts her head to the left and displays there's like a
screen sharing on Discord, private phone call.
Yeah. She's just pointing to her neck, and you can see with your own eyes that there's a place where her neural neural wear plugs into her skull, right? She gestures to that and says, I've been attempting to drastically improve our neural wear capabilities. Your father happens to be a professional in that area, and he kind of gestures towards you.
So sounds about right. What are you trying to improve?
Well, all of it. I want to make our brains more capable of doing things than a normal person's. Being able to use helix scripts is, of course, useful. But there's other applications that daily lives could drastically be improved by.
When he seems genuine, he's actually really interested in hearing her take and what she wants to accomplish.
Imagine being able to fight with 3 bodies at the same time.
Controlling 3 bodies?
She nods. Or she uses her own abilities, nullifying certain.
How do you do that?
Well, it's complicated.
Okay, I got a computer for a brain.
I'm going to say it, but realize that I'm not the DM, that I don't know the exact mechanics of the world. When somebody attempts to activate their Aether link, which is how their brain connects to magic, she does wiggly fingers. It disrupts their. It's basically a very loud noise. It disrupts their thought process, momentarily blocking certain types of casters from being able to do their thing.
Wait, sound waves or kinetic waves? Frequencies?
Frequencies.
Okay.
That's the simple part. It's still an early. It's only my. She counts on her fingers. It's only my 13th version, and expect quite a many more before I have a perfectly working model.
I look forward to seeing it perfect.
If I could perhaps, she looks at your head, leaning forward. Perhaps I could get you a model in the future. It might be useful to enable you to deal with potential Reetsars coming up against you.
Well, given the fact that we're supposed to be befriending the Reetsars over fighting them, that sounds counterintuitive. But you can talk to the Glitchka about that.
Yeah, perhaps there are other psychic threats that might be useful to be defending against.
Like the ones we fought today.
No, it sounds like a good skill, but once again, gotta go through him.
Oh, don't worry. I'll talk to him about it. What do you think about it? Is that something you would be willing to install?
I'd need to see it perfect first.
She that seems to upset her a tiny bit as she nods and says, "Yes, I'll try my best. That's why I'm here currently. I'm doing some field research to ensure it works well."
Well, if you
Takes a-
want, I'm sure you could probably get other cyber bions and the like out here to test it for you, just to see what would happen. I'm
I'm
sure there are
worried they-
plenty of termites around here that we could go to,
I'm worried they would run away with the tech.
so we kill them afterwards.
It's too risky. My tech got out, I'd be very unhappy. I'm trying to keep it between myself and the Golochka.
He shrugs. Like, could have been a thing, but alright.
Have there been any malfunctions with your systems?
He thinks. None that aren't being solved.
Alright. If you should run into any neurological issues and your father isn't able to help you, or you're uncertain what to do, you can always feel free to reach out to me.
Neurological. As in my mood, since that seems what you seem to be concerned about? Or my neural wear?
You're neural aware. But I suppose your mood matters to me as well. I don't want you falling into cyberpsychosis and going insane. That'd be very bad for me.
Have you seen anyone do that before?
She nods her head.
Like, fully go down, they turn irredeemable. Can't come back.
Not in person. I've certainly seen clips of it. I'm too much of a recluse to actually go outside and witness that sort of thing.
So were you asked to come out here and join Domino?
What did he say?
So were you asked to come out here then, if you were such a recluse?
Come out here as in this mission.
Just be on Domino.
I just wanted to test my newest model, and this was a prime opportunity. I also don't trust Templar, so I wanted to ensure she didn't go insane during her first return to her work.
Well, she's been running the team pretty effectively.
That's good to hear. I don't particularly hate her or anything. I'm just concerned for your well-being.
Okay. And for the sake of me caring for yours, I would recommend you don't bring up your distrust to her.
She looks towards the door and says, "As long as what you're saying is true, I don't distrust her any more than I distrust anybody else."
Well, if you trust me, then you'll trust her.
She nods.
Well, so how was it working? Did you use it today during combat?
She shakes her head. It's challenging, especially in missions like that one where it requires a lot of mobility. Entering or activating it nullifies my own psychic abilities. So I can't exactly move you all around while I'm nullifying the psychic abilities of those attacking me, right? She does
Well,
like
if you want, we could mess around once this is all completed in the sparring gym, seeing how far we can push it.
Sure, that sounds quite fun.
Gives her a thumbs up.
I know we've met each other before. You've been in Bermuda a little longer than your squad mates. Do you know who I am?
I know your name is Min.
She smiles. That's true. That is my nickname. And you know I'm also Malware's daughter.
Yes, now I do know that. Yes.
Yes. She scratches her nose. I come from a very wealthy family of famous scientists. My mother is an astronaut. She what's the organization that Galileo's in? What are they called?
Oh, fuck.
The disciples?
The
Yeah.
disciples.
She's a disciple. We don't
Ooh.
have good relations. I don't like her
Oh.
very much, or the rest of my siblings.
Why?
They're all ideological, or stupid, or pursue money too readily.
What do you mean ideological? And how are they stupid?
Well, they're less capable than I am at doing the same thing Father did. Father is sort of a genius. And by ideological, I mean they're like my mother in that they believe in aligning themselves with more powerful, more knowledgeable beings in order to gain a head start.
And you don't think that?
I think it's unnecessary. I prefer to play the bipartisan part and just sit on the sidelines, working away in the shadows, trying to make cutting-edge discoveries.
Why?
She thinks for a woman. Ideology gets in the way of progress.
How so?
When you limit yourself to the ideologies of the organizations you belong to, it becomes challenging to make meaningful steps forward. And she looks at you up and down and she says, "You're an example of such a thing. Your father is very much of the same mind in this way."
Of ideology being...
He doesn't ascribe to any group. He has his own... He wants to do his own thing. I
Are you
respect
close with
that.
him?
That amuses her as she rubs her jaw, tried to like mask a smile as she says, "I don't know that anyone besides you is quite close to him. We're colleagues." I'm sure
It
he...
sounds like you know his beliefs and the like. Are you
I
a
just-
termite?
I don't know whether Sam would Mint be considered a termite. I don't know the lore around the Galochka terribly much.
The last conversation that I heard, he presents pretty much yeah.
Yeah.
Mint nods her head. I wouldn't exactly consider myself a subject of his in any way, but yes.
I don't think any of them are subjects to him. They just follow his work. They're followers.
I consider myself
Inspired
equal.
and go from there. Yeah.
Not a follower and equal, but I'm sure he wouldn't quite agree with that claim.
Why do you think you're his equal?
I don't think he's any more intelligent than I am. I think he's just got a head start. I'm only 18. I've barely had the time to make any real meaningful progress.
What progress have you made? I mean, besides what you're currently working on.
Well, she taps her head, and she says, "I've been picking up my father's research information and attempting to make progress towards perfecting it. At some point, I'm going to work on crafting a superior artificial intelligence. And then we shall see where that goes. Once I've mastered...
Forgive me, I don't know your father's research. What is it?
Huz. I'm trying to remember what the lore... I might have it written down.
I'm good.
Now,
The tea! The spice!
Sam, are you there? In text chat?
It's like we're still in the 30-minute threshold, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he'll be able to answer you.
That's a lot of information, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's not. You can see him literally going, I'm not typing that shit out. But he did just say
Yeah.
what? So what is your question for Sam?
What was her father known for? What was it again? Was it like robots?
What is she trying to decipher from his work?
Yeah.
No, I know what she's trying to decipher. I'm trying to remember what her dad did. I forgot if
Invented
Oh, yeah.
scripts.
My dad invented the flying car.
Whoa! Have you ever been one and done a loop-de-loop?
She just seems to have surprised you. She didn't expect you to ask that question. As she...
That was the first thought I had when I saw them, because I really just thought, like, could you spin? Like, what happens in car accidents, you know?
Well, depending on what kind of vehicle you're using, it might just explode. But if it's a better built one, and you do a loop-de-loop, it'll usually handle the turn well. It depends, like, how the joints rotate when you are moving the vehicle. I'm not really a vehicle person. That was more of my father's wheelhouse. I prefer more mechanics. I'm more along your father's interests.
And AI and body manipulation?
Well, neurology,
Links?
neurology, and
You mentioned AI,
artificial
so-
intelligence are my pet projects right now. I'm trying to improve.
So what's your father's work that you're referencing?
My father just had some rough drafts of some ideas for dealing with the Ritsars during, the wars that had existed in years prior. I just...
Was he in the wars?
She shakes her head. Not as far as I know. Not that I know a whole lot. She thinks for a moment. If I'm honest, I don't know a lot about what my father did.
But he was making stuff to be anti-Ritsar?
Well, to help deal with the Ritsars.
So he was an enemy of the Ritsars.
Well, the Ritsars were the enemy of Korea at the time.
Okay. It may click to her. Tiger doesn't necessarily know she's Korean.
This Vince intelligence, she would realize this. She'd say, "Oh, I'm Korean."
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes, she nods.
So, like, what about it being like anti, like what, psionics?
Anti-psionics, yes.
Like the nullifying thing that you were doing.
Yes.
Can you tell me more?
Well, what do you want to know about it?
Could I see the drafts?
She squints, and
I could help.
she would send him some of her documents. Some of it clearly is not like it's not enough of the information for you to actually rebuild what she has, but it's just like a rough group of notes that she's collected on the subject. Basically like a summary or and a conclusion.
Mm-hmm. Like a scientific paper.
Yeah. The main issue.
Sorry, go ahead.
The main issue I run into is I'm unable to exert as much energy as someone like Templar, and my brain isn't quite capable of sustaining that without. She does the crazy gesture, me losing my mind.
Are you wanting to be Titan level powerful?
It would be great if I could create 1,000 Templars.
It would mean the end of the world, I would think.
Maybe a group of dragons waging war on our planet against 1,000 Templars, I think, would be a good matchup. Might even need more
What
than
about
that.
after the dragons are gone?
I create another 1,000 Templars to deal with the other 1,000 Templars. she
What
shrugs.
about the normal people?
Well, ideally, we augment all people in order to allow them to complete the vampiry.
So you would want every person on the planet to go to war?
Be capable of surviving a war, yes. If that's what it comes to be. I'm still very far from that goal.
Well, you got a year, so...
The time scale, like, kind of, like, hits her. She, like, grabs her face and, like, rubs her jaw in stress. And she says,
Oh, did I say something wrong?
no. Just...
Like, he, like, the moment, like, she, like, looks stressed and, like, rubs her face, like, his, like, playful emotion, like, drops and he looks concerned.
It's just
like, very much reading her social cues.
It's a very short time crunch to try to figure things out. She looks around and she says, I'm still just a kid in some ways. I'm still figuring shit out.
Well, you're also in a full-time job. I don't think anyone would blame you for that.
She nods. So who are the other guys?
On the team?
No, the Reetsars.
Apex Knight, Farid and Gabriel?
She nods.
Apex Knight, Farid and Gabriel. He thinks he's answering the question.
She nods. They were interesting. Are they like the same as Templar?
No, they can transform into creatures though. It's pretty cool.
I'd be interested. That does sound very cool. I would be interested in talking to them.
You should.
She clears her throat and then crosses her up and says, maybe you could introduce me sometime.
Raises an eyebrow? What's the emotion with that one? Do I need to insight that?
No. I mean, you can insight it if you want.
I need my amazing insight rolls. Let's go.
Your insight rolls. Let's go.
La la. I have to roll at least one bad insight roll per session. It's average.
It's average.
What did you roll?
A 12.
She's intimidated by the Apex Knight. Physically.
Are you okay?
She nods. I'm fine.
So what was that reaction for?
I just want to make sure there's somebody beside me capable of protecting me. That's all.
You really don't like the Reed Stars. I mean, I guess for good reason.
She squints. I think I have good reason to not like them, but they probably have good reason not to like me. So, I especially am not a fan of Apex Knight.
Why?
She's very large. I think she could probably crush me.
Me body shaming?
I mean, he looks down at her because she is small.
She has a -6 to her strength. Or not a -6, a -2 to her strength. She's a 6 in strength. Mint is also
Jesus.
She's physically tiny in every meaningful way.
I think, respectfully, everyone could do that to you. No offense.
Apex Knight, by the way, 5'9".
Yeah, I was like, she's not that tall from my memory.
Same height as Remnant.
That wounds her pride a little bit.
Did I say something wrong again?
No. Just reminded of my weaknesses is all.
I mean, maybe in being small, but I bet you could fit into a lot of places, and also, you seem pretty capable today, so I don't necessarily see you as weak either.
I'm pretty durable. My psionic abilities give me a decent amount of survivability. It'd be useful if we'd actually stayed together. I could have provided a lot more protection.
Well, I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to test that out.
I mean, she looks at the time.
But if you're good at protecting, then I think you'd be better off protecting the others, since I'm built similarly.
Sure, but we can also bolster the front together if that's necessary.
Could be a tactic.
She nods.
I really want pretzels.
Was that Cham or Tiger?
That was Tiger. He the pause lingers, and like he glances towards the door where like that opens up to the club, and like it's like the kid thought of like food.
Mint kinda, she doesn't acknowledge him at first, but the Tiger hears Mint spelling her out.
You want me
Yeah.
to get some pretzels?
Let's go get some pretzels.
Sick. Unless there was something else you wanted to talk about with those two, be
No, she would just like
good spot.
she would just like talk to Tiger about Psycho's music.
That's a whole bit. Okay. Why?
She's
fantastic.
Mint's whole
I mean,
thing
it is fantastic. It's just like random.
Mint's just likes listening to music. It's her shtick.
Oh, so it'll be like one of those like, it's so cool that we have White Desires on our team. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from that she would pick up with their little. Well, I guess by that point I think he would take the chip out, because I'm not sure if it's a chip set thing or not, and he has limited slots for those. So he'd take it out once they're like done with their private conversation. Just chat with her. He does hesitate a couple times. Was at first whenever she mentions him, but then leans into the conversation and plays it off as best he can.
I'm back.
Hi. We're wrapping up.
So it sounds like it. I was following along from afar.
La la.
Despite how like intellectual Mint might seem, she's still basically this a very similar age group to Tiger. So they get along pretty well. Just vibing.
Yeah. He has a computer brain, and she's a very smart girly.
Also with the computer brain.
He definitely, at some point while they're eating pretzels, and also mind you, he's also periodically like checking him from the HUD perspective and all that shit on the T, but you wouldn't even know that. It's fine. He would go multitask. He's really good at that. But sometime during the conversation, with the pretzel talk, he definitely does look up videos of hover cars doing flips, and like they'll just watch that. Just compilations of that shit. Yeah.
Bonding. Yeah.
I think you can cut the stream now if you haven't.
Are there any other conversations that are going to be happening?
Nah, not for me.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Unless anyone's trying to hit up Vale. Anything else, Vale might just like casually ask. There's still smell like demon to you into the Padawan.
That's funny.
Apex looks up to Vale, squints at him. No.
What do I smell like?
Bitch.
Oh!
That's
The psychic damage.
Emotional
crazy. Because I took out 2 of them spiders while you was getting your ass beat and your dog put down, so I don't know who you're talking to.
Oh God! Damn!
Boris? As far as I remember, my dog is still around. Isn't that right,
That's
Boris?
crazy.
She whistles, and behind Psycho, putting him down, appears Boris.
Oh my god.
Man, all I'm saying is I saw him and die. That shit crazy.
Must have been seeing things then,
Arresting you to the ground.
just as I must have imagined you killing those 2 spiders.
Hmm.
No, bitch, you're crazy.
A little. She smiles.
But I like that shit.
She squints at him.
Oh. I need a different room.
She whistles again, and Boris disappears.
Trying to decide who Remnant would call. But that's for later.
Oh, woo, woo, woo.
With no further conversations being pushed, I'm gonna cut the stream.
You're free. You're finally free.
Keep her back. Okay, now more properly, the session is over. We will pick up 2 weeks from now, next time on Hunter Killer. For now, take it easy, lads. Peace.